this episode of the vlog, I'm going to share how I grew my Twitter following over 100,000 followers and how you can too. Alright, so you might look at my Twitter account. At the time of this recording, I have about 170,000 Twitter followers. I've been on Twitter for almost 10 years now, and I've seen that growth happen steadily over time. But I know what you're likely thinking. How did you get 170,000 Twitter followers? Did you buy all of those? Did you buy some of those? I really want to know. And here's the reality. Let me confess. I bought fake Twitter followers. I did it. I confess it. And it happened. I paid like $5, $10 on Fiverr about 5 years ago. I bought about 10,000 fake Twitter followers, and you know what happened? Those Twitter followers disappeared in about 5 days. And so I grew tremendously quickly on Twitter, and then all of those fake Twitter followers disappeared, and I learned a lesson. I lost $5 pretty quickly. I actually did it again for a friend as a joke to just buy them some fake Twitter followers again, because it was crazy to see them like, bro, how did you get 30,000 Twitter followers when you only had 5 last week? You can do it. Now, I think it's harder to do it now, and I don't think it's ever really worked. Twitter has cleared out most of that. So I don't think that's the best way to grow your Twitter following, but I do want to confess that I did try it, and I've tried a lot of things, and I've tried a lot of things unsuccessfully, but I've tried a few things successfully, and I want to walk through practically. There's one primary way that I've technique or tactic that I've used to grow my Twitter following, and so I'll get to that, but I want to share some practical things as I have steadily grown that following, or this following that I have today, through just some consistent practices on Twitter to grow that audience. And it has become the number one way that I have connected with people online. When I meet people, when people read my book, they continue to say, I first heard you on Twitter. I first connected with you on Twitter. And so Twitter has been an incredibly valuable social network for me to engage and to build an audience, to engage a community. And so I'm grateful for Twitter. And so these are my tips to growing your Twitter following from what I've learned to grow over 100,000. The first thing I did, and you can't really learn from this now, but I got in early. So wherever you are, if you're just getting started on Twitter, the earlier you start, the more likely it is that you're going to grow an engaged audience for the long term. The longer you wait, if you're going to say, you know what, I'm going to figure this out. I need to develop a strategy first. No, get on Twitter and get started. That's the best way to get started. So because I got in so early, I remember like my Twitter feed ended, I think, sometimes because there wasn't much else to read and to pay attention to or to say. And so getting in early on a social network, or if you want to get on another social network as things will pop up and come, there's been a lot that have come and gone. I got into Twitter early. That was huge in helping me grow an audience quickly. And so as I grew an audience in the early days, that just naturally snowballed. And so getting in early is a key to growing an audience, and has been key to me to growing my audience over 100,000. The second tip, and probably the most valuable on Twitter to growing your audience, is to share or to post retweetable content. Share or to post retweetable content. Now for my audience, that has changed the years. So I was a pastor, for 10 years, and so a lot of the content that I posted were Bible verses and spiritual content. And now as I'm focused in a consulting business, I'm posting out more leadership content or technology articles. I'm posting things that people would want to share. So if they read it and they find value in what you're saying, they're likely to share it. So inspirational content is often very shareable content. And so inspirational quotes, inspirational thoughts, things that really add a lot of value. When you're just sharing an opinion, that's not real shareable. That's not real viral. That's not really retweetable as much. But when you are sharing something that is inspirational in nature and adding value to those that are reading it or seeing it or hearing it, that's going to be much more retweetable, and that's going to grow your audience as people begin seeing and retweeting your content. Now, the third thing that I've done on Twitter that has helped me to grow an audience is I've engaged in hashtags. Now, I found hashtags of things that I'm interested in, pay attention to them. I tweet things, I respond to people that are interested in the same things that I'm interested in. And so engaging in hashtags has helped me to connect with others that are interested in the same things that I'm interested in. That has helped me to grow my following. So as I'm engaging with people that are interested in things I'm interested in, they're going to be interested in the things I'm interested in. They're going to be interested in following me and hearing the things that I have to say. So paying attention to hashtags, finding good hashtags that are connected to the things that you're interested in and the things that you're talking about is going to help you grow your audience. And so find those hashtags, engage in them, being an active participant around those hashtags is going to help you grow and reach new followers on Twitter. The fourth thing that has helped me to build a large community on Twitter is I'm responsive. When people comment or reply to me or send me a private message, I'm responsive. I'm checking Twitter every day, multiple times every day. And when I see an alert that somebody has replied to me or tagged me or mentioned me, I'm responding to those individuals and I'm paying attention to what people are saying on Twitter. I'm not just tweeting a bunch of content and pushing it out there and hoping that, it all goes viral. I'm engaged in community. And so I'm building a community by sharing content and then responding as people are responding to that content or just tagging me for whatever reason. So if they saw me speak at an event and they tag me, I'm replying to them, I'm engaging with them and connecting with them. So being responsive has been a big part of the growth of the community on Twitter. Now, the big tactic that I think you want to hear about it and I think can learn from of what's probably catapulted the growth more than anything is something that I started doing about 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I started a system called Copyfollow. Now, I currently use a tool called Crowdfire that helps me do it most effectively. But essentially what I started doing is I started following people that were interested in the same things that I am, and about 20% of those people followed me back. And I learned that Twitter allows you to follow 1,000 people a day. And when you do more than that, you'll get flagged within their system. And so I pretty much every day started following other people that are interested in me. And now I use a service called Crowdfire, and I have an assistant that actually does it on my behalf. And we follow people that are interested in the same things that are interested in me. And so we can follow hashtags, we can follow other people who have followers that are similar to mine. And so we have created a system of copy following that helps us to follow people interested in us. And then after time, I then unfollow a lot of the people that I followed that maybe have chosen not to follow me back, or even those that have followed me back and they're not adding value to my newsfeed. And so I might not be interested in what they're saying or the content they're sharing isn't valuable to my newsfeed. And so I don't feel the need to continue to follow them, and I'll let them choose whether they follow me or not. And so that copy follow strategy really has been key for me to grow that audience. Now, it can come across and be perceived in different ways as I'm just following somebody so they will follow me back. And that's not always the case. I'm following a lot of people that I'm interested in following. And I want to follow people in some ways so they can become aware of me and choose whether they want to follow me or not. And so I want people to be aware of the content that I'm sharing. And copy following has given me an opportunity to connect with new people and find new audiences and communities and people to engage with on Twitter. And so that has been kind of the big tactic or technique that I've used to grow my following. And so today we're at 170,000 followers. I expect that by the end of 2018 that I'll be around 200,000 followers. And we will see how this social network continues to grow and develop. But it has been a fun ride, and I hope that this vlog has been helpful for you in figuring out how is it that you're going to grow your following? How is it that you're going to grow the community and the audience on Twitter that's going to help you best accomplish the goals that you have for being an active participant on that social network. Thanks for watching.